Get ready to rumble!
Woo! What's up? Today we got ourselves a war. We got ourselves a battle. We got ourselves a fight between the KingSong S18 and the Inmotion V11. Let's talk about it. Let's go. In this corner we have the Inmotion V11, and in this corner we have the KingSong S18. As you can see from the tail of the tape, the KS S18 is touting some decent specs. And looking at all the videos that have been put out so far, it's something that I can't wait to get my eyes and my hands on.
Once again, our buddy Kuji Rolls did his thing, showing us what it's like to ride this brand new fantastic beast.
Now it seems to me the biggest thing we're talking about is whether you want a sports car or whether you want a tank. Looking at both of these wheels, they are looking like they're going to be the leaders when it comes to suspension, but maybe not so much when it comes to the other specs and stats. Now, I was watching a lot of different things, picking up on some of the information that they were putting out. I have been anxiously awaiting a wheel from Inmotion because I had the V8, and looking at the V10, only reason I didn't pull the trigger on that was because it was way too slow. So this being a 31 mile per hour wheel gets it back up to possibility. So I love Inmotion because of their safety parameters. They do the best they can to make sure that you're safe when you're riding and you're not gonna have a cutout, and they're very durable. They have one of the toughest wheels, I think. I think that out of all the falls I see, most new people start out on those and they're rugged, very rugged, and I love that. So I was looking and expecting and waiting for them to come out with a new wheel that was faster. And they did. Not only did they come out with finally a wheel that at least does 31 miles per hour, but they also added suspension, which I thought was amazing. Now, don't get me wrong, that sports car is gonna get everybody. It gets your heart pumping, just like when you see a sports car drive by, you're automatically like, I want that. However, I don't think the S18 at this point has sports car stats. It has sports car look, but not sports car stats. I like the live stream that was done by MadPack. Good job, buddy. You did that with Daniel and Hafiz K, and that was interesting. I like things like that because it gets us together and gets us talking about different things because we all have the interest in these fantastic wheels. Technology is advancing fast, and the introduction of suspension in the world of electric unicycles is amazing to me. And I don't think that it's quite getting the splash that it deserves simply because several of the people are looking at the top speed. And that cannot be the only thing that we look at. That's just my opinion. Now, there are several different kinds of riders. I've ridden all over the place. I ride here in Springfield, Mass, where I'm from. I also ride in Hartford, Connecticut sometimes. I've gone down to Boston quite a few times. I've ridden with Ustride down there. I went to New York and I tried to connect with Mickey from EVX. We kind of missed each other, so we didn't get to connect while I was down there. And I only rode briefly there. I ride a lot. I love riding the wheel. I started with the Inmotion V8. I went to the Tesla, and now I'm on the 16X. I love riding off-road. I love going through these trails and tracks. That's probably my favorite way to ride. I'm not, as I call these guys in New York, super sport wheel rider, however you want to put it. They love to push it to the limit like you would on a sports car. And those guys, they're great at what they do. I love watching them, you know, the guys who ride at top speed as often as possible. As VT in New York, EVX obviously. You know, there's plenty of guys that you could name Even Chooch, he flies a lot. I mean, I love riding at those speeds, but only briefly. And I'm riding a 16X, so I can't push those 38, 39, 40 mile an hour speeds that these guys are getting. Plus, I'm a heavier rider, so I have to watch the way I ride. I can't ride the way these guys who weigh 120 pounds, I can't ride like them. So I know that looking at these wheels is different coming from me than it is from some of them. I want you guys to weigh in. This is a conversation. I want us to talk a little bit more about this, because to me, it's exciting. I'm anxious. I can't wait. So that prompts me to want to talk to people about it. And since there's not a whole lot of riders around here for me to talk to about it, I'm coming to you. What do you guys think about it? Are you feeling the same way I am? Because it seems to me that most people that I have spoken to or chatted with are leaning towards that sports car. I, on the other hand, am leaning towards that tank. I think the V11 is gonna be the wheel for me. So I think that the super sport riders, like I call them, are not going to be jumping on board for all of these. They'll be riding them because they'll be testing them out. But I wanna know, for you guys who are like me, who ride a lot, but who may not be looking for a 40 mile, 50 mile per hour wheel, is this the wheel you're gonna jump on? Or are you gonna jump on the tank? Let me know what you guys are gonna do. I wanna get an idea of who's on which side. So that's it, that's all I got. I just wanted to continue the conversation with you guys about these wheels and see what you think. So do me a favor, if you came by and you like my energy, enthusiasm, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come back and see me again. If you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to go to my Patreon page, patreon.com/ThaBlackCobra, so you can help me to bring more gadgets and gear to you. Until next time, enjoy your gadgets and gear, wear all your safety gear, and ride safe. Peace.